Why do we talk so much about luck? What is it about this concept that holds such sway over our minds? Is it simply a convenient explanation for the inexplicable, or is there something deeper at play? We often find ourselves attributing both our successes and failures to this elusive force. It's a comforting idea, a magical force that explains the random twists of life. It allows us to feel a sense of control, even when we have none. The notion that some unseen hand is guiding our fate can be strangely reassuring. We blame bad luck for misfortune, conveniently absolving ourselves of responsibility. It's easier to attribute a setback to external forces than to confront our own shortcomings or miscalculations, and celebrate good luck when things go our way. We bask in the glow of serendipitous events, often overlooking the hard work and preparation that paved the way for our success. This belief is ancient from lucky charms, passed down through generations, each imbued with the hope of warding off misfortune and attracting prosperity, to rituals, carefully choreographed sequences of actions designed to appease the gods or manipulate the forces of destiny. Humans have always tried to influence fate, seeking to bend the universe to their will through prayer, sacrifice, and superstition. But luck is really just a story we tell ourselves to make sense of chaos. It's a narrative framework we impose on the unpredictable events that shape our lives, providing a sense of order and meaning where none may exist. What if luck isn't magic at all? What if the seemingly random occurrences we attribute to fate are governed by underlying principles that we can actually understand? What if it's something we can actually understand? What if we could peel back the layers of mystery and reveal the mechanics that drive these events? Enter probability, the science that measures chance. It's the mathematical framework that allows us to quantify uncertainty and make informed predictions about the likelihood of different outcomes. Probability replaces superstition with real understanding. It empowers us to move beyond blind faith and embrace a more rational and evidence-based approach to navigating the world. It lets us see the world as a set of possibilities, not just random events. Instead of viewing life as a series of unpredictable occurrences, we can begin to recognize patterns and probabilities that shape our experiences. By learning probability, we gain the power to make better decisions. We can assess risks, weigh options, and make choices that are more likely to lead to favorable outcomes. So, let's explore how probability shapes our lives. From coin flips, where the odds are seemingly straightforward, to weather forecasts, where complex systems and imperfect data make predictions a constant challenge. By the end, you'll see that understanding chance, and the principles that govern it, is far more empowering than hoping for luck. It provides a sense of agency and control in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. Knowledge gives you an edge. It's the key to unlocking opportunities and navigating challenges with greater confidence and skill. It helps you see the world more clearly and make smarter choices. By understanding the probabilities at play, you can make more informed decisions and increase your chances of success. Let's get started. Let's embark on this journey of discovery and unlock the power of probability. What is probability really? It's a question that has fascinated mathematicians and thinkers for centuries. At its core, it's a way to measure how likely something is to happen. Think of it as a maybe meter, a tool that helps us quantify uncertainty. It's about assigning a numerical value to the chance of an event occurring. If something is absolutely certain to occur, like the sun rising in the east, its probability is 100%. It's a done deal, a sure thing. Conversely, if something is utterly impossible, like a cat suddenly sprouting wings and flying, it's 0%. There's no chance, no way, no how. But the vast majority of events in life fall somewhere in between these two extremes. They exist on a spectrum of possibility. To illustrate, imagine a large glass jar filled with 100 gumballs. Let's say 90 of them are red and only 10 are blue. If you were to reach into the jar without looking, the chance of picking a red one is a whopping 90%. That's a pretty high probability. Now, it's crucial to remember that probability doesn't tell you with absolute certainty what happened. It simply tells you what's to happen, based on the available information. It's not a crystal ball, but a guide. And the truth is, we use it all the time in our daily lives, often without even realizing it. Think about deciding whether or not to bring an umbrella. If the weather forecast indicates a high chance of rain, it seems likely you'll grab that umbrella before heading out the door. Doctors use probability extensively to explain treatment success rates to their patients, helping them make informed decisions about their health. It's fundamentally about using past data, analyzing trends, and identifying patterns. All of this is done to make educated guesses, or informed predictions, about what might happen in the future. It's about anticipating potential outcomes. Ultimately, understanding probability moves us from simply guessing to making informed predictions based on evidence and analysis. It's the crucial difference between simply hoping for the best possible outcome and proactively planning for what is most likely to occur, allowing you to prepare for various scenarios. Probability doesn't magically remove all of life's inherent mystery, but it provides us with a valuable framework to better understand the world around us. Instead of relying solely on luck, chance, or gut feelings, we can use numbers, mathematical equations, and logical reasoning to make more informed decisions. It's a powerful tool for navigating the inherent uncertainty of life, helping us make better choices in the face of the unknown. Understanding and applying probability makes you smarter, more informed, and better equipped to make decisions. And the best part? It's absolutely everywhere, influencing countless aspects of our lives, whether we realize it or not. Let's look at the classic example, flipping a coin. Two outcomes, heads or tails, each with a 50% chance. This perfect balance makes coin tosses a fair way to decide things. But our brains get tricked to flip 5 heads in a row, and we think tails is due. The truth? Each flip is independent. The coin has no memory. The odds are always 50-50ths, no matter what happened before. Over many flips, results even out, but in the short term, streaks happen. This is a core principle: past results don't affect future outcomes in independent events. Understanding this helps us avoid common thinking traps. The coin isn't trying to be fair, it just follows the laws of probability. Each toss is a fresh start. This simple example shows how probability works at its purest. It's not about luck, it's about math. Remember, the universe isn't keeping score. Every flip is a new chance. That's the beauty of probability. Now let's roll a die. It's a simple action, but it opens up a world of possibilities. Each roll is a new beginning, a fresh start in a game, or even a metaphor for the choices we make in life. A standard die has 6 sides, and each side represents a unique outcome. From 1 to 6, each number holds an equal chance of facing upwards. So, what's the chance of rolling any specific number? It's a 1 in 6 chance, which translates to approximately 16.7%. This is the fundamental concept of probability at play. It's a simple calculation, but it's the foundation for understanding more complex systems. Now let's change the question slightly. Want to know the odds of rolling an even number? This is where things get a little more interesting. On a standard 6-sided die, there are 3 even numbers: 2, 4, and 6. These are the outcomes we're interested in for this particular scenario. So that's 3 favorable outcomes out of a total of 6 possible outcomes, which simplifies to 50%. Half the time you can expect to roll an even number. Grouping outcomes changes the odds, creating different probabilities for different scenarios. But no matter how you group them, the underlying math stays simple and consistent. It's all about understanding the ratio of favorable outcomes to total possible outcomes. Now let's add a second die to the mix. Suddenly things get a lot more interesting and the possibilities expand exponentially. With 2 dice, there are now 36 possible combinations. Each die has 6 sides, so 6 times 6 gives us the total number of unique pairings. But here's the key: not all sums are equally likely. Some sums are easier to achieve than others, leading to variations in probability. For example, there's only one way to roll a 2 snake eyes, or 2 ones. Similarly, there's only one way to roll a 12 2 sixes. On the other hand, there are 6 different ways to roll a 7. You could have a 1 and a 6, a 2 and a 5, or a 3 and a 4, and they're reverse combinations. And that's precisely why 7 is the most common sum in many dice games, like craps. The odds are simply in its favor. It's not about luck or chance encounters, it's all about math. Probability dictates the likelihood of different outcomes. Understanding probability helps explain why some outcomes happen more often than others. It's the science of predicting the future, one roll at a time. And understanding this gives you a significant edge, not just in games, but also in life. Recognizing patterns and probabilities can inform your decisions and improve your outcomes. The more you know about the odds, the better equipped you are to make informed decisions, assess risks, and maximize your chances of success. Dice aren't magical or mysterious, they're predictable tools. If you understand the underlying math, you can anticipate the likely outcomes and use that knowledge to your advantage. Probability is everywhere you look, influencing everything from the stock market to the weather forecast, and yes, even your favorite board game. So, it's not about being lucky or having a lucky charm. It's about knowing the numbers, understanding the probabilities, and making smart choices based on that knowledge. That's probability in action, shaping the world around us one roll at a time. Let's talk about the lottery, the ultimate game of chance. The odds of winning are astronomically low, far worse than rolling a die or flipping a coin. In a typical lottery, picking 6 numbers from 49, your odds are about 1 in 14 million. You're more likely to be struck by lightning than to win. Our brains can't grasp just how unlikely that is. We hear about winners, but never the millions who lose. This is survivorship bias. Playing the lottery can be fun, but it's not a financial plan. Some call it a tax on people who don't understand math. The lottery collects money from millions and pays out to a tiny few. Understanding probability doesn't mean you can't play for fun. But it does mean you know the odds are stacked against you. Don't mistake hope for a strategy. The lottery is pure chance, nothing more. Know the math before you play, that's the real power. Ever see a 30% chance of rain in the forecast? What does that mean? Meteorologists use data and supercomputers to compare today's conditions to similar days in the past. If it rained on 30 out of 100 similar days, today's chance is 30%. It's not a guarantee, just a data-driven prediction. The atmosphere is chaotic, so forecasts are never perfect. A 70% chance of rain means it's likely but not certain. The forecast gives you the odds so you can plan. If you're risk-averse, you'll bring an umbrella. Probability helps you make better choices even about the weather. Science helps you plan your day. Let's talk about the gambler's fallacy, the belief that chance evens out in the short term. Imagine a roulette wheel lands on red 10 times in a row. Many think black is due, but the odds haven't changed. Each spin is independent. The wheel has no memory. This fallacy tricks us into seeing patterns where none exist. Casinos profit from this thinking. The same logic applies to investing, sports, and more. Recognizing the gambler's fallacy helps you avoid costly mistakes. Trust the math, not your gut. How does probability help in real life? It's the foundation of smart decision-making. From career choices to health, probability lets us weigh risks and rewards. Researching job prospects or following medical advice is all about shifting the odds in your favor. Every day we make small probabilistic decisions, crossing the street, buying insurance, or making purchases. By thinking in probabilities we make better, more rational choices. It's about managing risk, not just hoping for luck. Probability empowers you to take control. Use it to your advantage. So what have we learned? Luck isn't magic, it's just probability working out, for or against us. By understanding probability, we see the real forces at play. Knowledge, not superstition, is your best tool. Learn to assess risks, spot fallacies, and make informed choices. Probability is a mental toolkit for life, school, work, money, health. Focus on what you can control, decisions that improve your odds. Think like a ship's captain, don't drift, chart your course. You can't control the ocean, but you can navigate it wisely. Be curious, ask questions, and look for the numbers behind the claims. Make your own luck by tilting the odds in your favor. Knowledge is your lucky charm. It's the most reliable tool for building a better future. Embrace probability, and you'll never see luck the same way again. Now that's real power. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.